This is wintergreen, also known as tea berry or winterberry. This plant is basically an evergreen. It grows throughout the winter, all year long, and it makes an amazing tea. And it's got methyl in it, as well as acetylsalicylic acid. This is basically a mild painkiller. You can make a strong tea out of it. It'll help relax you, and it'll also help get rid of aches and pains, including headaches. So it's really good stuff. You don't want to boil the wintergreen. You just want to simmer it, pretty high for a while. But if you boil it, it basically destroys the medicinal properties, okay? So don't boil it. But it tastes really good, especially if you mix it with some pitch pine needles. Really good stuff. I love those as a tea. It's really nice. And some people would actually make a bath of it. They'd steep a ton of them, put them in their bathtub. If you do too much, it'll calm your heart so much that you'll die if you make it too strong. So be wary of that. Yet it's unlikely that you would put so much, that much in a bathtub. So I'm going to harvest some, and I like to dry it. I like to keep some on hand. Really nice. And I'll chew on the leaves and stuff because they taste just like wintergreen bubblegum. And so do the berries. Berries are really nice, but there's no berries right now. There will be in a while. Now, another thing I wanted to mention, this reindeer lichen just sits on top of the ground. I mean, you can just pick it right up. It doesn't really anchor in that strongly. And today it's warm and dry, so it's real brittle and crispy. But as I said, when it gets moist out, when it's in the morning, when it's damp or after rain or anything like that, this stuff is so spongy and soft. Remember how I was telling you that this reindeer lichen can be very old? That also means it can absorb a lot of toxins. If 1,000 years ago there was a patch of oil here and this thing is 1,000 years old, it can be in it. Yeah, it's unlikely though. It's usually just a few decades to a few hundred years old. But whatever pollution was in the vicinity while this was growing will be absorbed into the plant. So this is a long-term accumulation of toxins hazard. That is a potential. Love this stuff though, it's so cool. But it's unlikely you would eat this unless you're in a survival situation. And as I said, you want to leach it for a long time. A couple of days would be nice, in some running water to get rid of those acids and stuff in it because your stomach can't handle it otherwise. But really high in carbs. Reindeer lichen. Really cool, huh? There's the berry on the wintergreen I'm talking about. That's what it looks like. Pretty nice.